Today, the Waupaca Secret Service joins us. We'll learn more about the upcoming open house at the Veterans Home in King. Terry Moe will fill us in about the latest happenings at the Waupaca Senior Center. The Park and Rec Department's new recreation programmer highlights what's going on in the department. And we'll learn more about the upcoming Cinco de Meow event. I'm Joni Kern, and this is What's Happening Waupaca. Guest this afternoon is a group of boys who are the Waupaca Secret Service. And there are actually 9 boys in this organization, right guys?
Yes.
So we have 4 of you here today. So tell me, your Secret Service is all about the golden rules. So tell me what the golden rule is.
Well, the golden rule is just pretty much treat others the way they treat you. So all the stuff that Waupaca's done for us, we're just giving all the kindness back to them.
And you're trying to pay it forward.
Yes.
Right? So tell me what that means for you.
Yeah, that's the whole point. We're trying to get people involved in this and doing all the things that would be kind of a society.
So tell me a couple of the things you've done.
We have raked lawns. We made Christmas cards and Thanksgiving cards and Valentine's Day cards for the Bethany home. So.
And you sorted potatoes?
Yes.
So
although I wasn't there for that.
For Ruby's pantry, you
Yes.
sorted out and took the bad potatoes out. Now this was all inspired by a guy named James Jones. Tell me who he is.
Well, he is the wide receiver for the Packers, but no longer. Next year he will be in the Oakland Raiders. But
so you saw him speak actually, and he's very involved in the community. And it just kind of inspired you guys to do something like this for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Now, when you do a good deed for someone, they don't always know. Most of the time, they don't know that you're coming over to do it, right?
No, not most of the time.
So it's a surprise. So you hurry in and you try to get your job done, and then you hurry back out.
Yes.
And you leave them a card. You gave me one of the cards that you leave, and it says, "Join our forces and pay it forward. Please do something kind for someone else today." Mm-hmm. So you leave this where they'll see that.
Yes.
And it just kind of builds momentum with you. Have you found that the people that you're working with and the kids that you go to school with are wanting to be part of the group and wanting to get involved with this?
Not necessarily, because not most of the kids at the school have found out about it yet, but hopefully it's going to spread soon.
Because you're secret.
Most of our friends.
Most of your friends are involved? That's
Yes.
fun. It's always fun to do projects with friends, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, you guys, let's talk about a project that you have upcoming for Ruby's Pantry, and it's the wall. So tell me what you're going to be doing.
So we're going to be painting the wall, and we've got the permission from the elementary school and the middle school, and we're just all going to put our handprints on it, and then we're just going to paint it.
So it's going to be a tree, if I understand this correctly?
Yeah.
And then all of the handprints are going to be the leaves on the tree.
Correct.
Right? So you're working on it this spring yet.
Yeah.
And you are inviting all of the Waupaca area school kids, actually, Waupaca County school kids, to come and put their handprints on the wall if they want to.
Yes.
Right? So what do you want the rest of us to know about the Secret Service and what you're doing? I mean, what would you like me to remember about your organization and what you're accomplishing?
One of the things is that the reason why we call it the Secret Service is because all the deeds that we do are most of the time anonymous, so people don't know we're doing them.
Well, that's kind of fun. I mean, it's kind of fun to do something really nice for people, and then they don't know who it was that did it, right?
Yes.
Because we don't need credit for all our good deeds, do we?
No, we do not.
That's fabulous. Well, you guys have a lot of fun as you do projects for everybody. Are you doing them all summer long too?
I believe so.
That'll be all kinds of fun. Have terrific times and help lots of people. And thanks for being on the show today.
Thank you.
Here's your own pair of glasses from us.
Well, thank you very much. I got to try them on and see how they look. I'll take mine off first. How do they look? Am I part of the Secret Service?
Yeah, buddy.
Cool. Sounds great. Next on the show, we have Amber Michael, and we have Commandant Jim Knight from the Wisconsin Veterans Home, and we're going to talk about their spring happenings.
Okay, Josh, do your stuff.
Okay, people, you know the drill. Canned foods only, guys.
Sometimes you gotta live what you believe up in your arms, 'cause that's where it starts. Right here with you and with me. I know well needs now is love.
Generosity, pass it on.
A little help from up above. Faith to me.
A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
We have Amber Michael and we have Commandant Jim Knight here joining us. And you told me that the English for Commandant is?
Administrator, nursing home administrator.
Which is kind of fun, but I think it's kind of fun to have a Commandant at King. We are going to talk today about King's open house that's coming up on May 18th. Now, it's from 10 until 3 in the afternoon, and you have all kinds of stuff going on with that. So, Amber, what are all of the activities?
It's a lot of activities, and we try to hit every age group. It's our opportunity to not only have the members have a great day, but bring their family in and bring the community in to see what we're doing. So in every age group, I mean, we try to do things for kids and have face painting and Dizzy the Clown and those inflatable jump houses and all those fun kinds of activities. For the adults, we try to have the Adjustment Band out in the Quadrangular Park, which is always a great hit. We have a range of food stands throughout the campus.
That's a good thing.
That draws people in.
Oh yeah, food is good.
It's very good. We all have entertainment that also is in the Alley 5 in our bar that we have at King. A huge staple is the Chief of Waupaca. Everybody wants to get on that boat ride and get on the chain, so that really draws a crowd in.
You guys have quite the setup on the back of King with that huge lanai you've got for people to enjoy. So, yeah, going on a boat ride would be a lot of fun.
Very, very fortunate. We also host a military car show and an old car show, and we have a hobo DJ. Is the name. A hobo DJ is out there that's DJing throughout the whole car show and really trying to gain people's interest and keep them entertained.
Well, that sounds like a ton of fun. So I literally can stay busy the entire day doing all kinds of things, and I can bring my kids or grandkids along.
Absolutely.
And everybody's going to have a lot of fun.
Everybody, all age groups.
And the proceeds from this open house all support the Veterans Home?
They also go back to the Veterans Home and support the programming initiatives that we do there.
And when we were talking a couple of minutes ago, Amber, you told me about a memorial that you now have at King. Tell me about that.
We, a couple of years ago, and we were fortunate to have the Green Bay Packers be a supporter of this, we have a Medal of Honor monument on our grounds right behind our main chapel. And it recognizes the 63 Wisconsinites Medal of Honor recipients who won that highest award. And most of them would say they weren't winners, they're recipients of that award. But it's a beautiful monument that really showcases really what we stand for at King, is paying tribute to our heroes who served our country and have laid their life down.
And it's, you know, I'm married to a vet, and I've said it a lot of times on this show, to go into this service means that you are willing to give your all for this country. And I think that means a lot. And I don't think the vets get enough credit and enough recognition for all they have given. Whether they're just injured or come home uninjured or anything else. So you were telling me how proud you are.
Very proud. I'm a veteran myself, as is Jim, and I couldn't think of a better place to work. I mean, every day I get to touch the hand of a veteran who served in World War II, POW, people who are Purple Heart recipients that were wounded in action. Every era. We have almost 200 Vietnam era veterans at King. We have about 139 Korean War veterans, and the rest is a mixture of World War II and their spouses. And so every day, I get to be a part of giving back to those who gave their all.
What a fabulous thing. What a fabulous message. Thank you for that. And King is such an integral part of the community here. I mean, it's a huge grounds. It's very, very much a stable part of Waupaca as far as jobs and homes and the programs that you offer for the vets. Now you also are talking about one of the things that you've been highlighting in the last year, Jim, and that's about giving recognition to
the veteran service organizations. You know, American Legion, AMVETS, Military Order of the Purple Heart, Disabled American Veterans. There's many more. Each of them have auxiliaries, which are oftentimes the spouse or family members of the veterans who are members of the other organizations, and they do a tremendous amount of good for the members at the Veterans Home. They give thousands of hours of volunteer time every year, and probably hundreds of thousands of dollars to the cause, and that all goes into activity programming for the most part.
Wonderful. And I know you guys have a lot of that. So this is our chance, with King being so big in the Waupaca area, this open house, you have other programs for Memorial Day and Veterans Day, but this is a great way to celebrate what you guys do in the community and get to know more about it. So I'm glad to have you on today and talk about it. We'll all look forward to being there on May 18th from 10 to 3, and we can always find out more from your website.
Absolutely, and we will be having all kinds of posters around the county of Waupaca.
Great. Thanks again for being here. All right, we'll see you soon.
Okay, thank you.
Next, we have Terry Moe back on our show. She's from the Waupaca Senior Center, and we are going to be talking about the Memory Cafe.
Angie, Master Stylist, operating out of High Style Salon on 6th Street in Waupaca, offering haircuts and coloring, nails, skin, and more. For more information, contact Angie at 920-850-3283 or email her. Angie, Master Stylist, proud sponsor of What's Happening Waupaca. If you'd like to be a guest on What's Happening Waupaca, contact Josh at 715-258-4405 or email jwerner@cityofwaupaca.org. Full details at wintvwaupaca.com.
We have Terry Moe on again today, one of our favorite guests. Welcome back.
Hey, thank you.
You are with the Waupaca Senior Center.
Yep.
And we're going to talk today about the Memory Cafe, which is a program that is geared toward people with memory loss. So tell me about that.
Well, the memory cafes evolved in the late 1990s in like Denmark and Australia and England, and they were built for people or created for people with memory loss. This can be dementia, this can be Alzheimer's, and they found that it was a non-judgmental place to be and to be able to visit and be able to play some games and have some discussion without being judged, or be comfortable there.
And you're with people who have similar problems.
Yes.
And the caregivers are with people who are also caregivers. So it's very comfortable for people.
Yes.
They're not feeling like they're being looked at strangely.
Right, because you know, this is far reaching. They think like 35 million people have Alzheimer's alone. That's a lot of people.
And it's the fastest growing elderly problem there is.
It's like one of the 3 top causes of death with cancer and heart disease. So these were established and they've been migrating to the United States. I think we're the first one in Waupaca County. And I felt like we were missing, this group of people, and our community has more and more people. And so it's the 4th Friday of each month at 1 o'clock.
At the Senior Center.
At the Senior Center. We have some coffee, we have, some treats, we have a topic we discussed. Last month we brought in pictures of ourselves when we were little kids and kind of got the topic discussion going. This month, they're supposed to bring in their pictures, and we'll talk, about their fondest memories of childhood, who they played with, what they did. We do a few puzzles to kind of work the brain.
Sure.
And we've actually had a lot of people coming to sit in and want to start their own, which would be great. In Great Britain, the government pays for these. They have found that they have been an instrumental tool in Alzheimer's. Of course, that doesn't happen here.
Well, Europe is way ahead of us with Alzheimer's. I mean, they're building communities there.
Yeah.
Gated communities, but they're communities with stores and housing and all of
Yeah.
that. So it will get here.
Yeah.
They're just a little bit ahead of us. So.
We've had Kathleen Albert from the Alzheimer's in Green Bay coming and attending, and she's been able to help caregivers with some information. While this is not a teaching time, obviously we can give out a lot of information for support and help. Sure. And who to go to, and
And caregivers need that kind of support, because it's a difficult thing to care for someone who has Alzheimer's or dementia. I mean, it doesn't matter, they can have cancer. It's a very difficult and stressful time. So to have a support system where they can go with the people that they're caring for and meet other caregivers has got to be,
and we
the
also
camaraderie has got to be great.
Yeah, and everybody's kind of in the same boat there. Nobody cares. We're not, we're not judging. We're not pointing and, questioning or laughing. Sure. And, the thing I find really amazing is when I was in college, they taught that if somebody said the wrong time or the wrong day or something wrong, you brought them back, to the reality of now. And quite frankly, that didn't work. That didn't happen. They're not capable of that. Now it's kind of a go with the flow and, allow them to talk and allow them to participate and not be isolated and,
That's a fabulous idea. When did this start?
We just started a month ago.
Oh, so
we
this
had
is
we
great.
had like 18 people show up. And when I've talked to other communities that are doing this, they said, "Oh my gosh, that's huge." You usually start with a little group. It goes by word of mouth. So obviously there's a need out there.
Obviously, and you're a great person to handle. That's why you got 18 people, is because of you. I know it. You're just loved at the senior center. Terry, thank you so much for being on today. It's always a pleasure to see you.
I will come back anytime.
We will have you, because it's just a hoot. It is. Next, we have Andrew Whitman from the Waupaca Parks and Rec Department, and he's just going to introduce himself and tell us about some things that are going on.
The Revival in downtown Waupaca prides themselves in providing above and beyond customer service. From small to tall, women of any age can consider the Revival your professional personal stylist, helping you find the right outfit for any occasion, weddings, senior pictures, or even a special night out. The Revival also specializes in home decor with a large selection and variety of items to choose from, including art from local Waupaca artists. The Revival, 111 West Fulton Street across from Farmers State Bank, downtown Waupaca. For more information, call 715-281-5100 or find them on Facebook. The Revival, home, art, and fashion.
We have Andrew Whitman here. Welcome back. We saw you last fall, but you now have a new position. You are the Recreation Programs Supervisor.
Correct.
For Waupaca County. So you are here. The first thing we want to talk about is you have a new logo contest going on.
We do. We're trying to kind of brand the Park and Rec Department, and so we're looking for a new logo, and we want to have the input of the city, the community. They're the ones that we serve. We want their input in making a new logo to kind of brand us and kind of, just move forward in a good direction in the department.
So it's a contest. How does that work?
Right now, we're taking, people can make a logo, and they can send it to me. My email is on the City of Waupaca website. So they can send me a logo. We're going to get them all together and then put them in the paper, and we're actually going to have voting online on the city website. So we're going to put them all online. People from the community can vote, and then we'll take the winner from there.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Is there a prize for the winner? I just got to ask.
We don't have a prize in store right now, but we may have to come up with something because everyone asks, and I think they're going to want something.
It's quite a pride thing.
Yeah.
A daughter of a friend of mine drew a logo for the high school that I went to.
Yep.
And I mean, that's something that she's proud of 10 years later.
Yeah. So hopefully that's hopefully
fun.
It's just bragging rights more
Cool.
than anything.
So, and bragging rights are the best.
Correct.
So we get to look forward to, if we have any art, I don't. If we're arty at all, we get to send one in.
Yep.
But then we can look at being able to vote.
Yep.
So we have several programs where registration starts in April, and one of them is T-ball. What are the other ones?
Yep. T-ball starts April 14th, as well as youth soccer registration begins, and playground program, which is in the summer in between summer schools at Lower South Park. And then there's also a craft class that we're going to try to offer this year as well for the community members.
Oh, that's going to be a lot of fun. So we want to make sure that we register, and we can check out the website and we can get all of those dates, but we want to register for the programs early.
Yep.
And we have until the end of May.
Yep, May 30th is the cutoff for those. And there's lots of other programs that kind of, registration starts and begins during different times. So it's important to try to, keep an eye on our booklet here. And
yeah, you brought one of these for me. I'll have to take a look at it, because Waupaca has oodles of stuff that goes on all through the summer. So where can we pick up these booklets?
The booklets came out in the buyer's guide. They are around the community, local banks. The schools also got them to the kids as well. But if you're really struggling to find one, we do have some at the Park and Rec department over there as well, and we can give them to you. It has all the information about all our programs, the start registration, end registration, and all the information about the program and what it is.
So if you're like me and you tend to get rid of paper, then all I have to do is go to your website and look.
Yep, there should be a copy of it on the website as well. Yeah, there's a lot of information on there about all the same dates and information as well.
Good. Sounds good. Congratulations on your new position,
Thank
Andrew.
you. Appreciate it.
It was good to see you again and have you back on the show.
You bet.
The next thing we're going to do is we're going to show a clip from the Waupaca County Humane Society's largest fundraising event of the year called Cinco de Meow. It is on April 26th of this year. You can go on to the Humane Society Waupaca County's website. You can go onto their Facebook page and get all kinds of information about tickets. I'm hoping you all come because it's going to be a fabulous event. Enjoy the clip. This is Joni Kern. We are on location at Nature's Edge tonight for the annual Cinco de Meow for the Humane Society of Waupaca County. And we wanted to show you what's going on around here. Their annual event is all about raising money and funding the Humane Society so that they can accomplish everything with all their dogs and the cats that they always want to do. Okay, we're going to take a couple of minutes with Steve Peterson, who is on the board of directors. You're actually the secretary, right?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, I'm the secretary for the Humane Society of Waupaca County. I've been a board member for probably 8 years now, and this is a great event that we have every year, the Cinco de Meow, and it's one of our largest fundraisers. And as you can see by the video, there's a lot of local businesses have donated graciously for a lot of the items that we'll be donating and raffling tonight. And we're proud to be a facility that is totally volunteer, privately sponsored. We don't receive any public monies. And we are struggling through this economic time right now, but we are doing better than most humane societies, and we thank the Waupaca community for being generous with their support. Of course, Waupaca Humane Society started out as just a small facility 12 years ago with cat cages stacked to the ceiling, and now we have a state-of-the-art facility with We can handle up to 40 dogs, and we can actually handle up to 100 cats. And we typically, on an annual year, will process over 1,000 animals, which is quite an amount.
That's a huge, 1,000 animals a year is a huge amount to put through the facility. I know that they do a terrific job. I got a dog from them. So thank you, Steve, for your time. Enjoy. Good luck in all of the raffles and the silent auctions tonight.
A couple of things.
All right. Sounds good. We're here with Monica Gardner at Cinco de Meow. She is the director of the Humane Society. We recognize her because she's on our show with our Pet of the Month every single month. That I fall in love with all of those pets. So tell me how many of you had these Cinco de Meows going on?
This is our 3rd annual Cinco de Meow.
So this is pretty exciting. Monica and I were talking about how important it is to fund the Humane Society. She was just telling me that it costs $450 a day to keep the Humane Society open.
Right, at least $450 a day.
So where does all that money go?
Overhead. It's our utilities, paying our employees, vet bills, any other supplies that we need, transportation costs, all that stuff. Everything is all wrapped up in their insurance. You know.
That's a lot of money to keep that going and to keep those animals taken care of every single day.
And you know, we charge adoption fees, but we essentially lose money on almost every animal we adopt out because the adoption fees in no way cover our expenses on each animal.
I know we talked about that on one of our other shows, that the adoption fees do not cover how much it costs to have an animal. And I can tell you from mine that it was cheaper for me to adopt Pete from you than it was for me to buy my Sally from a farm. So part of this whole thing is to encourage all of us to adopt, not to buy animals, right?
Right.
I want to introduce everybody to Roy. This is Roy. Hi, Roy. How are you?
Not bad. How about you?
Not bad at all. Are you enjoying your night at Cinco de Meow?
Yes.
Roy is a big volunteer at the Humane Society of Waupaca County. He's a huge supporter of them. What are you doing here tonight?
I'm running a Wheel of Doom.
I know we've got this wheel going on in the corner where everybody that spins wins. That's pretty fun, right? And there's prizes you're giving away?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
We appreciate your support. We appreciate all of the volunteers. The Humane Society would not be able to function if it wasn't for all of the volunteers like Roy, who put in a ton of time to it. So we appreciate that. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, I do want to remind everyone how you can donate throughout the year. Cinco de Meow only happens once a year, but you can donate throughout the year by looking at the Humane Society of Waupaca County's website. They always have a wish list. I know dry kitty food is always on it. They take cash donations, and they take all kinds of goods, dog beds, cat beds, all of those kinds of things. So take a look at the Humane Society's website, and they will tell you how you can donate for their good cause throughout the year. Thanks for joining us today on What's Happening Waupaca. Check out the WIN TV website to view this and other local programming produced here in Waupaca. Find us online at www.wintvwaupaca.com.